Want to talk to a lady here, Mistress Kimesha Campbel Douglas. She's from the Recycling Partners, Jamaica. And it's two things why I want to talk to her. One, I hear them advertise a cleanup campaign where I want to get involved in her. And two, I want to get some statistics about this plastic bottle. Because I listen to a program and I hear somebody talk about millions of bottles them collect per month. Good afternoon, Mrs. Douglas.
Yes, good afternoon.
Okay, all right. You are the what? The president or go?
No, I'm not. I'm the marketing officer at Recycling Partners of Jamaica.
All right. First thing I want to ask you, is true so you collect millions of bottles a week? Millions?
Definitely true. But
Tell me the amount. Tell me the amount.
The amount, right now we are at a collection rate of 26%. So that's the rate of plastics that we collect for the year. But to put that into perspective, there are over 800 million plastic bottles produced in Jamaica each year.
800 million?
800 million. So that is different from all the plastics that are imported.
Imported?
Mm-hmm.
So how much you divide that 800 per year, divide into 12? A whole heap of plastic bottle that, mama, a whole heap that?
Yes, it's a staggering amount of plastic bottles. But the reality is plastic is here to stay with us. Every plastic ever made is still in the environment.
Definitely.
So it's hard to picture a society without plastic. So the best thing we can do is recycle these plastics when we do use them.
Yes. All right. I remember there was a bridge in out of Grand Spain, right on the gully there, where him used to recycle the plastic. Him used to pack them up and ship them away. And one time I see him, I used to go around there and I talk to him and say, say, on the gully there, where him used to recycle the plastic. Him used to pack them up and ship them away. And one time I see him, I used to go around there and I talk to him and say, say, on the gully there, where him used to recycle the plastic. Him used to pack them up and ship them away. And one time I see him, I used to go around there and I talk to him and say, say, where him used to recycle the plastic. Him used to pack them up and ship them away. And one time I see him, I used to go around there and I talk to him and say, say,
it's made from plastics. It's a compound in plastic, polyethylene.
So, if any company that is going into that direction for break it down?
No, not off the top of my head, but there are other uses for plastics that could be such as building material, so in block making, or even in designing roads, plastic furniture. Companies, it is an avenue where companies can explore, manufacturing companies can use these plastic products, but right now we don't have that. Or if we do have that, not to a large extent.
All right. Is there a link between the recycling partners and the government that are just an independent organization?
Actually, yes. RPJ was started out of a partnership with the government and the private bottlers in the country. So it's a public-private partnership. But we're always working with government agencies, NEPA, NSWMA. We are in partnership with them to, of course, achieve the ultimate goal of recycling the plastics here on the island. So
you find that, all right, when you collect so much plastic, and then when you look again and see how much plastic left on the road and all them really, you know, thinking like, say, I wonder if we really are doing anything, because look at millions of plastic bottles per month. And then when you look on the road, you see plastic bottles stretch gone from here to there. So,
yes,
how
that
you feel
is
about
true.
it?
It's disheartening, but I'm not discouraged. We are not discouraged because we know that behavior change can take years. It can take generations.
Of course.
So that's why we are in the schools. We have a schools recycling program to help the children understand the types of plastics that can be recycled. So not all the plastics that you see can be recycled. So we're starting that public education in the schools and in organizations, churches, workplaces, communities. A lot of people are catching on to it. A lot of people are, the interest is there, even though we still have a few that, still litter the place, but the progress is there. We have to recognize the progress.
It's not a few, Mama. It's not a few. It's not a few. Trust me, it's not a few. People are driving at the coaster bus them and them drink water and throw the back out of the window.
Yes, you're right. Up to yesterday, I saw a man walking on the road and he just tossed the plastic bottle, and it's a serious pet peeve for me right now, yes. No,
right.
Our public education campaigns continue.
Yeah. Well, I try my best on this program now. But I can ask you something. The plastic that you say is not not recyclable. Tell me, what is it that causes it cannot be recycled?
Well, those plastics, so there are actually 7 types of plastics, and we only recycle here 2. So there are many compounds that make up the other plastics that cannot be broken down. Sometimes it cannot be, or it would take chemicals to break it down. So because of that, we say that it's not recyclable because it cannot be broken down to be used to make other plastic products, other plastic bottles. But we can take comfort in the fact that the most commonly used plastics are types 1 and 2.
And that is the water bottle then?
Yes, beverage bottles, but also chemical bottles like those gallon bottles that people buy, bleach and soap and disinfectant. Even some lubricants for the car, those bottles can be recycled as well. So it's more than just the drinks bottle. There are household items, lotion, shampoos.
Yeah. And all of them things they go in the garbage heap and get dumped in some place where you know it will come back to haunt you. Like when people live on the gully edge and them throw the garbage over there and the water come and wash it, go and see, and the fish eat it. Them never realize they might eat back the fish.
You're eating all
on a Sunday morning, they might eat them breakfast.
Exactly.
It's a weird thing. So, what is the drive that you have? Tell me. I hear some little advertisement go on even on this program now. What is that? Like, we have a massive drive campaign?
Well, it's not just us. This week, or this weekend, is actually the start of Recycling Week nationally. So, on Saturday, the ICC, that's the major event that's happening, the International Coastal Cleanup. So, that's put on every year, and it starts Recycling Week, where persons go on the coastline and they retrieve the plastic bottles that are there. But it's not just plastic. NEPA actually is in charge of that one. And it's all the garbage, all the waste that is on the coastline.
Clean up the beach. Yeah. So we're going to go Palisades Road, because you usually see Palisades Road there.
Yes, that's a very... Sirgani Beach is one of them. It's always polluted with a lot of plastic. So there are several cleanup activities happening this week, put on by several organizations and individuals. But we partner with them in that we collect the plastics that they collect, and we, put them through our recycling process.
All right. If someone at them house use a lot of plastic every day and them start to get some garbage pan, our garbage bag, which is plastic too, how them get it to you, or how them get it to the organization?
All right, so we have convenient locations, public drop-off points, we call them, all over the island. They can leave the plastics at one of those locations. These locations are listed on our social media pages and our website, which will soon be relaunched. They'll be able to access that information there. So they can take it to any one of those locations if they want to be paid for the plastics, because we also pay persons for the weight of plastics they collect.
Oh, you do it by the weight? You do it by the weight?
Yes, we do it by the weight, because plastic is... We're not at the point yet where we pay on individual bottles. But plastic is very light, so that would be hard to do. So we pay on the weight. Once you take those bottles, register with us to become a vendor. You can contact us directly to do that. And you take the bottles to any of our depots located island-wide, and you get paid for the plastics.
You care to tell me, like, per kilo, or how much you get per kilo?
So, sure.
Like that? Yeah.
Sure, we pay up to $50 per kilogram of plastics once you've collected 68 kilograms or more.
Okay,
so $50 per kilogram once you've collected 68 kilograms or more.
We have a truck to get that.
We do offer collections as well to persons who have a large amount of plastic. You can contact us for a collection, and collection is free of cost.
You mind give you the number? I know
Sure,
somebody
you
will
can
call
reach
me.
us. Sure. You can reach us at 876-948-7381.
81. Okay.
Message us on social media, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, or you can email us at info@recyclingja.com.
All right. You know, I think I suggest some things now since I have it on the line. Yeah.
Sure.
I think it should be mandatory that all of these, what them call it, bus, coaster bus and thing, should have a bin inside there that people can, or no drinking in the bus. Eh?
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, or you put no drinking, just like when you go in a certain building, say, no eating or no drinking inside the office or something.
Yeah.
In the bus, them should have some bin where you come in there, you drink something to it. And also, a next idea that I have is that, you know, the can them that you can buy now, right? The can, you buy a can and it keep the water cool. You can go and buy some water, and right where you buy the water, you throw it in the can and discard the bottle inside of the place where you buy it. That you don't have to walk with the bottle. Eh?
So you see, what you're explaining, it comes down to personal responsibility. And that is the underlying problem. Because there are many ways persons can do the right thing. Just be responsible with your plastics. That's actually a very good idea. If you don't want to be walking around with the plastics or depending on, finding a recycling bin out there, just store it out into a canister and discard of the plastic bottle.
Everybody, I find it comfortable because I throw some water in it and I left my yard and go on and eat, and when I drink it comes same like when it come out of the fridge or come out of the bottle.
Exactly. Exactly.
I think one should have really think about that you don't have to walk with the plastic and throw it outside of the bus. It's a weird thing. And then now, the people them on the gully side, I don't know how much time I say, they must stop throw the plastic in the gully. It's one thing to throw a sort of thing in the gully.
Yes.
But when the rain fall, because sometimes...
It's flooding. We see all the damages every single year. We tell persons it's because of these plastics. Keep them out of the waterways. But
talk and talk.
Try.
You can't stop. You can't stop try. Can't stop try because say it's an industrial so that when you get it and you recycle it, you can turn it into something else that is valuable to, like your house stop. You can turn it into something else, furniture, all sorts of thing, So So when is the thing? It's Saturday. You say this is the.
Yes, Saturday. Yeah.
What time you gather out there?
Well, there are several happenings, so persons can just look on social media for the information, but it's in the morning, about 7 a.m.
Okay, 7 a.m.
7 a.m. So by 9:10, it'll be finished.
So where you bring? You bring what? Your gloves and a plastic bag?
Yeah, those things will be provided, but of course you can take your own personal protection. The sun would be out, so it's best to wear a hat.
The sun hot, it's hot.
Yes, travel light.
Yes. Okay, all right. We give thanks, We hope we can talk again. Eh?
Yes, thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. Give thanks. That was Mistress Kimesha Campbell Douglas from the Recycling Partners Jamaica. We're talking about this recycling of these plastic and what can be done to really alleviate some of the problem that it causing and to keep Jamaica in a kind of cleanliness that we're searching for. Because sometimes You can't tell a man brains when you look on him surrounding, you know. Yeah, you can't tell how a man a think when you look on him surroundings. His surroundings kind of topsy-turvy. You know, say, him need some help. Yes, you know, if you live in a place where you can't bother sweep, or you can't bother take up rubbish, or you can't bother put the rubbish in a way where the dog them no run out on it. Because sometimes when you walk on the road, you see a whole heap of garbage scattered out in the middle of the road. And because the dog them come at night time and I look for something you don't know what. And because you never put the garbage in a bag and tie the bag properly, it end up on the road again. And you have some garbage man, he might go like him no want to take up certain things. Yes, I see you know. I see you know. On the pass certain things, I go like you don't want to take it up. I don't know why. Maybe I threw some item in the garbage bag. You know? But we just want you know, say, it's a very important thing for really deal with right now because, trust me, it's not a good look. It's not a good look at all. Okay, so the time